is up, gang? Thank you so much for checking out Sledgehammer TV tonight. It is Tuesday, February the 13th, 2018, and we are here to talk about tonight's edition of SmackDown Live, and we are going to do it right here and right now on the newest, fastest rising podcast in all of YouTube, baby! The Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. So, let's do it.
The Sledgehammer Wrestling Show.
Alright, wrestling fans, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Nick Nightmare. Along with me is my trusty companion, my loyal tag team partner, and the World Heavyweight Champion of Microphones, Blue the Snowball Microphone. The champs here on this show, the World Heavyweight Champion of Microphones on the road to WrestleMania, is here on the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show where he should be. He was not there tonight on SmackDown Live. This is the clearest thing I could point to tonight to illustrate to you guys just how much the WWE just absolutely sucks. And they just have absolutely no idea what they are doing. They have gold in the palm of their hands. They have the greatest match that could ever be held at WrestleMania at their fingertips, and they don't deem it worthy of at least 1 minute of time on tonight's episode of SmackDown Live. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Tonight's episode of SmackDown Live was the Dolph Ziggler show. Why the hell are we watching Dolph Ziggler all night long? This guy finally wants to offer an explanation as to why he's coming back. He wants to tell everybody that he's back because he wants to do the one thing he's never done. He wants to main event WrestleMania. Are you out of your fucking mind? The way this show went down tonight, I am absolutely fearful that the WWE, in their absent-mindedness, in their completely brain-dead way of thinking, is going to have Dolph Ziggler win this fatal five-way and go on to compete against Shinsuke Nakamura at WrestleMania. Why? Because they have a little bit of backstory on WWE TV that isn't something that existed somewhere else? Or even worse, are you going to add Dolph Ziggler to the AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura main event at WrestleMania 34? Why not? That seems to be the trend all fucking year long. We got a 7-man elimination chamber. We now got a fatal 5-way for the WWE Championship. We got 6-woman tag team matches happening every other week, if not every single week. Everything about this show does not make sense. Why are we featuring and highlighting two people that have done nothing? Dolph Ziggler has done nothing. He won the United States Championship and walked away. He left the United States Championship in the middle of the ring because he has aspirations of being in the main event at WrestleMania? Are you retarded? What makes you think you are deserved of a spot in the main event of WrestleMania? You're delusional. The WWE is delusional for even putting this on television. The rest of this show is just as nonsensical as everything that I just said to you. This show was an absolute farce. It was disgusting. Let's go down the card really quickly. It doesn't need to be fully examined because we got absolutely nothing here. Nothing here that we didn't already see coming. And very predictable, very straightforward, everyday run-of-the-mill episode of SmackDown Live. But the biggest problem is that they keep changing direction with where they're going. You, all week long, promoted this match between Ziggler and Corbin. And then you go and change it at the start of the show. Why bother hyping the match? Giving it such big stakes. Winner goes to the Elimination Chamber, and then you don't even have the match. You instead break it up into 2 matches, and now add 2 more people in there. Why? Because Raw did it the night before? Absolutely disgusting. The women's division is just the same old shit. We had Charlotte Flair defeat Liv Morgan last week. She defeated Girl Braun this week. Only on her way to eventually beating the pigeon herself, Ruby Riott. Useless, absolute waste of Charlotte's time on the road to WrestleMania. She should be sitting back doing nothing. Why isn't the champion and chilling, watching everybody fight over the prospect of facing her on the grandest stage of them all? Instead, we're just going to keep having Charlotte wrestle and wrestle because we don't know what else to do with our women. Why not establish a #1 contender? Because Asuka still hasn't made her choice yet. At least pretend like you care that this is a real company. Holy shit. Shane McMahon changes this whole show, right? We had that little segment. Daniel Bryan looks bewildered and befuddled, but he doesn't have anything to say, really of note. He just lets Shane make the changes because Shane's the boss and that's what's going to happen. Who cares? We already knew Corbin and Ziggler were being added into this match. You just knew it. You felt it. We talked about it last week. I hate to say I told you so. I thought they were going to have this match and just find some way to double count it out. We talked about it last week. We talked about it last night as well. I told you guys this was going to happen. I can't believe it actually is happening now that it's here. You want to advertise Bobby Roode bringing back the United States Championship Open. You want to have Randy Orton come out, get everybody all hyped up. I'm sitting there like, why would they do this match right now? Right, I understand it's an open challenge, but Randy Orton should not be accepting open challenges for the United States Championship. I'm sorry. He is way above and beyond that. Would I be opposed to seeing that match? No. But that is a feud and a rivalry that should be built. Essentially, you got babyface Bobby Roode and then babyface Randy Orton coming out to face him. It makes no sense. So what do? They ruin it even further by not even having the open challenge match that we were just promised by Randy Orton accepting take place because they have to have fucking Jinder Mahal come out and ruin everything. Hit everybody with a kalash and just finish off everybody in the ring. Randy Orton, your United States champion, sacrificed to make Jinder Mahal look good. He hasn't been on TV in a predominant role in weeks. He has been doing nothing but losing the way he should be. And now we're going to start elevating him again. We're going to put him over one of the biggest stars in the company and the new up-and-coming United States champion. We're going to do this again. For what? To lead to a match for Jinder Mahal at WrestleMania? Who gives a shit if we see Jinder Mahal at WrestleMania? I was hoping this was done. He was so gone that I thought this was going to be over for a while. Apparently that's not the case. So why tell everybody we're going to have the open challenge match if you're not going to do it? Just have Bobby Roode go out there and run a promo. And then have Randy Orton come out and say, hey, listen, I'll be the guy that'll challenge you. Let's do it next week. Whatever. Build it up for the Elimination Chamber match. I mean, the Fastlane pay-per-view. Do that. No. Instead, we have to insert Jinder Mahal. We have to make it an open challenge match, and then it doesn't even happen. This was a night for interrupting. Everybody wanted to interrupt everybody all night long. The New Day wants to come out and eat pancakes in the middle of the ring. There's about 300 pancakes on 3 platters in the middle of the ring. These goofballs want to come out there and start eating pancakes. You want to waste time on my show, which is supposed to be about wrestling, eating pancakes. I was okay and forgiving with it when they wanted to do it outside the ring. You want to put it on Corey Graves' head. You want to throw pancakes at people at the commentator desk. You want to go out there and have a good time. Fine, that's great. That's great. What is the point? What was the point? To have Gable and Benjamin come out and tell them, hey, why you jerk-offs acting like jerk-offs in our wrestling ring when this is a ring for wrestling, not for eating pancakes, and then they get beat for their troubles by a team that does not need any momentum. It does not need to be built. The New Day is essentially a machine right now that is perfectly built to get heel teams over. But instead, you have Gable and Benjamin who need the rub, who are kind of slowly gaining momentum and going forward. You have them have all their momentum sucked away from them by taking a loss to the New Day after they just stuffed their faces full of pancakes. No. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Then you got the champions, the tag team champions walking down doing their thing, right? They're doing their cool little promo thing. Best tag team in the business right now. Definitely hottest team on the mic doing their promo thing, which I enjoy, only to have it ruined, not by the Bludgeon Brothers smashing the promo and standing there silently, which I actually thought was kind of cool, but by those fucking pop-up words. Why? It makes it feel even less natural than a pre-taped segment already feels. You know the Usos aren't walking around backstage in smoke into a giant bright white light. That's not set up there live on SmackDown. They taped that shit before the show went on the air. And then they give it to the editing team and they want to sit there and play typewriter and put the words up on the screen as if we need to be playing Sesame Street right now and let's learn while we watch wrestling. It's so juvenile, it's so off-putting, and I really, really need it to go away. This show ended with an excellent match. An absolutely excellent match between Dolph Ziggler and Sami Zayn. The one saving grace of this show was the quality of that match. It was fantastic. It makes you wonder why Dolph Ziggler has been treated the way he's been treated. If he could pull off matches like this with the likes of a Sami Zayn. It definitely felt like a main event. The match was fantastic. It ended in spectacular fashion. We saw an absolutely beautiful top rope. What the hell was it? Not the Thunder Bomb. I just lost the name of it now, but you guys know what the hell he did. You were watching the show. Sami Zayn had Dolph Ziggler up in the corner. Absolutely did a beautiful exploder suplex. That's what it was. Off the corners of the ropes, and thought that was it right there. I thought, hey, maybe they're going to just leave this at a fatal four-way and allow Dolph to continue down this spiraling road. Maybe give him a reason to go back for the United States Championship that he just left in the middle of the ring. But that didn't happen. Dolph Ziggler was your winner after he super kicked Sami Zayn's face clear off his chin. Boom! Or chin clear off his face. I'm all for a good match. But none of it makes sense. So by him winning, he gets inserted into this fatal five-way for the World Heavyweight Championship at Fastlane. SmackDown doesn't give a shit about WrestleMania. That is apparent right now. Fastlane, we've said many times on this show, is a pay-per-view that doesn't need to exist. And after the Elimination Chamber, which should essentially be a dual-branded pay-per-view, it should be just a one vision, a non-stop focus on getting us to WrestleMania. Building the stories so that by the time we get there, every single match actually means something. And it feels special. What felt special about tonight? All I see tonight are pieces being put in place for the WWE to ruin what could essentially be the best WrestleMania match ever. The most anticipated WrestleMania match of this year. A match we all wanted to see last year. A match that people have been buzzing about since Shinsuke Nakamura was in NXT and AJ Styles made his WWE debut. It's all we've wanted to see. What is the point of having this show the way we've seen it go down tonight if they are not entertaining the idea of messing with that WrestleMania main event? I don't like it. It's absolutely terrifying. It's absolutely terrifying. Obviously, this show set me off. It was not a good show. There was just too much going in the wrong direction. Way too much. Way too much. Every single thing that we were promised essentially was not given to us today. Not that I was looking forward to Dolph Ziggler versus Baron Corbin, but don't promise something and then change it. It just makes the show feel like the big mess that it obviously actually is. What made you make this change? Because you had a fuck finish in place in order to make your fatal five-way and Raw beat you to the punch, or maybe Raw stole your script? I don't understand. Why is this necessary? We gotta just get everybody on the card, right? We had the potential of having AJ Styles versus Sami Zayn. After you've seen what Sami Zayn can do tonight with a Dolph Ziggler, wouldn't you be salivating to see Sami Zayn versus AJ one-on-one for the championship? Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles, we've seen it before, fine, but that is a quality match. Quality match for AJ Styles. That could have been happening at Fastlane. Instead, we're getting a five-way with two people that don't deserve to be in this five-way at all. Two people that are in this five-way merely to just kind of mess around with the authority of SmackDown Live. It doesn't seem that they truly give a shit about the heavyweight championship. They just want to get one over on Shane McMahon. They just want to stick it to him and maybe steal Daniel Bryan in the process. Leaving AJ Styles to be the only one in that match that deserves to be in the match because he's the champ. I hated this show, you guys. Obviously, you can tell. This show was a nightmare. And not an awesome nightmare like me, but an absolute sweat-inducing, cold chills, waking up in terrifying nightmares. You guys should be just as afraid as I am. You know, tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. And many, many years ago, 30 years ago, 30 plus years ago, before I met my wife, before I had my daughter, before I was a grown man with real emotions, and before I loved real sports teams, before I was a diehard Yankee fan, before I loved my New York Giants, my first love in the world was professional wrestling. I love it. Absolutely loved it. Still love it to this day. Obviously, or why else would I have this channel, right? I didn't love SmackDown Live tonight. 30 years later, and I don't love wrestling as much as I used to, and I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. Actually, maybe that's not an accurate statement, because I do love wrestling as much as I used to. I don't love the WWE as much as I used to. Because it just gives me shows like we got tonight. Absolutely terrible. Being that it is Valentine's Day, let me take this minute to wish many of you who will probably be watching this on Valentine's Day a very happy Valentine's Day, and I hope that you enjoy it however it is you enjoy it. I don't know if you're single and looking to mingle. I don't know if you're single and maybe just broke up with somebody you don't even want to think about right now, and you're going to be face deep in a pint of ice cream tomorrow night. That's fantastic too. I hope you enjoy that ice cream right down to the bottom of the bowl, and don't let the tears roll down your face. Enjoy the fact that you're here. Enjoy whatever movie you want to watch on your own, and eat your freaking ice cream. If you're lucky enough to have somebody in your life and you plan on dinner and then going to bang your brains out, go do that too. Take your partner, show them a good time. That's what Valentine's Day is all about, right? Having a good time. That's what wrestling's supposed to be all about. Having a good time. Tonight I didn't have a good time. to be fair, like I said, I enjoyed the main event. The wrestling quality was good. Even, you know what? Even Kevin Owens and Baron Corbin was okay. Was alright. But, just the fact that it's sending this main event for SmackDown's Fastlane pay-per-view in the direction that it's sending it in takes mega points away. And, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. Not having either competitor that is currently in the main event at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship on this show is a goddamn sin. And it's unacceptable. Especially when we're only, what, now, like 5-6 weeks out from Mania? Come on, guys. Get your shit together. Terrible show. Thank you, guys, because this was not a terrible show. This was a good show. It felt good to get all that shit off my chest. I'm going to go watch the Mixed Match Challenge right now. I'm going to bring you guys that review at some point tomorrow. Make sure you keep your eyes glued to the channel for everything else we got coming at you. We have had a very busy week. Lots of big news that we covered all weekend long. Everything that you need to know in the world of professional wrestling is always covered right here on the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show, only on Sledgehammer TV, right here on YouTube.com. Please, guys, do not forget, it is very important. We are 7 days away from 1,000. I need 1,000 subscribers in the next 7 days. You are the key. If you are not already a member of the Sledgehammer Club and you are still here right now and you enjoyed this review, which I know you did because I bring the hammer down on SmackDown tonight, and it was a good one, hit that subscribe button right now. Ring that ringside bell right next to it so that you will get all of your notifications and you will never miss an episode. Each and every time an episode just like this one drops, you will get that notification on your laptop, on your smartphone, on your tablet, wherever it is that you get your Sledgehammer TV fix, you will be notified. All you got to do is ring that bell. And then, like this video, hit that thumbs up, drop kick it, give it an elbow drop, whatever move you like to do best. Do that move to that thumbs up button, smash it nice and hard for me, and then, since we are a family and I need your support, the biggest thing you could do for me right now is share this video with as many people possible. Let's get this shit popping, let's get this channel growing, and you guys can help me get there, and I thank you all so much for your support. The subscribers are growing at an excellent pace, but we need to pick it up, so let's do it. Join us. Just join us here. We are not the dark side, you guys. We are on the side of the light. We are the ones that want to change pro wrestling for the better, and you are the ones that can help me do that. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about everything I had to say today and everything that you think we are going to see on the road to WrestleMania. Don't forget to also let me know any movie that you might like to hear my thoughts on. Drop that shit right in the comments down below. I would appreciate it if you did that as well. This way we could bring you the content that you want to see right here on Sledgehammer TV. My name is Nick Nightmare. This is my loyal tag team partner, my trusty companion, and the World Heavyweight Champion of Microphones, Blue the Snowball, who was not absent tonight. This has been the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show right here on Sledgehammer TV. Thank you guys so much for joining us. That is going to do it, and we are out of here. And we will see you next time right here on the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show.